would like to make a quick shout out here to Echo Chamber. We've known each other for a while. We met actually in the world of science at my day job. It's been a while since I've heard from you. I do think about you all the time whenever I'm playing with the autoclave and doing stuff, so it's just very funny. So, but thank you for the words of encouragement to not let the AI slop get me down. It's been a really tough battle for us creatives and us musicians, and as you guys know, the battle has been very, very heated, and I actually a while back, because I knew that Meta was taking all of our stuff, I took all my stuff off of Meta. I never put my stuff on Spotify, and I've been on TikTok, and I know TikTok is also, doing that, and I'm slowly deleting all my stuff before, because I highly doubt anybody is ripping me off, because I'm not really popular. They want to copy the stuff, the bangers, the people, but still, it's the whole premise of everything. And Patreon has always been for the creatives, the creators, and the key word to Patreon is the patron of the arts. And I'm personally on the side for Team Human, and I advocate for other artists who are, and I know a lot of people say, well, have you even given it a try? Yes, I have. A long time ago, there was this one AI that came out before GPT and all that. It was called Dall-E, like a play on Salvador Dali. And when I heard about this, I was like, what is this? So, you sign up and you get your little free credits, and I would be like, I was just like generically, I was like, all right, give me a piano in the forest, oil painting, and it would give you some shitty picture, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I was having fun with it at first, but every time I used it, I could feel like, I'm an artist, you guys. I actually am an art school dropout, and I love art. I collect art from real artists. As you can see, my whole studio is surrounded. Like, I'm always buying prints and real art from people, and I'm always buying like physical copies from real musicians, and that's just like, that's good energy to have in the house. That's just how I am. But when you use it, your sacral chakra, your center of creation, like, things get sucked out from you. And I could feel that. I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I know how to make art. So I just, grab my phone and start taking pictures again, and like just using Photoshop and like making my pictures nice for my daily piano. And just I couldn't. And then it got better and better and better and better. And people are like, you should give it a chance. And I'm like, no, I have to maintain my sacral chakra. That's 432 hertz, that resonance here. That's another reason why for me it's really important that I had to choose which frequency I wanted to tune my piano to. I have my upright piano, and I'm going to do that one to 444. But you guys, there is actually like scientific proof about frequencies and vibrations, and the power of vibration reacting to water that you drink, and the energy that you put into crystals and quartz and stuff like that. So I started putting all my crystals and all my moon waters at the piano, and like using these frequencies, and the whole piano resonates at those frequencies, and you can give yourself like actual healing. And with this sostenuto pedal here, I can hold down those two frequencies, so the whole time I play my piano, every single time, those ones are always droning. Or I can choose along like the chakra patterns and use the chakra scale here and hold those down, and now everything that sustains and retains, no matter what I do, will always be those chakra tones, so I can have those droning resonance in real time as I play the piano and when I record my daily flows, so that way you get these healing vibes. You can put your crystals, your water to it, but when it comes to recorded music, you guys, it is an art form, and it's hard to do what we do. And vibration digitally is actually like I missed analog. I want to record on ribbons again, but it's so expensive and it takes so many resources. But digital has come so far, and it's good enough. And the uncompressed waveforms I record are at 96,000 hertz, 24 bits. You can go up higher, but it takes up a lot of space. And I played with all my I tried 86, and I was like, no, the higher the better. So I maximize what's the beefiest my computers and my stuff can handle. That's where I ended up at. When you process your audio and you do all your, because I don't do too much. I try and make it sound as close to the piano. Even here on the live stream, I just have the mic. I don't really toy with the equalizer bands except for on my vocal mic because my voice has a different tone and I had to like compensate for that. But everything is just flat level, and when you process audio, you just go through your equalizer bands and just adjust things just to make things sound more like it sounds in real life. Nothing will ever compare to actually sitting here, because I play barefoot on a hardwood floor, feeling and being here at the vibration itself. So if you are a musician and you play an instrument, whether it be guitar, ukulele, harp, whatever, you can tune to these alternate frequencies that hit different solfeggio tones and rife frequencies. C3 at 128 and 432 hertz actually like resonate, but you gotta adjust the temperament because like I had to bring it down by like half a hertz for the C's for it to be at that frequency. So the temperament on my piano is a little bit different because of that, because I tuned to the solfeggio and the rife frequencies and voiced that way. That's 432 hertz. But if you tuned A to 435 hertz, I think that gives you F sharp in the third eye. And then if you tune to 444, that'll put G and C at their respective ones for root and heart chakra, like the actual like frequencies. But I tried and experimented like when I was like setting a temperament. Let me just try and tune all the solfeggio tones, just one string, and see how it sounds. No, it doesn't work. You have to choose a tuning and choose which one you want to resonate with. So I chose C128 rife frequency for cellular healing and 432 hertz A for sacral chakra to help activate that center of creation in everybody who listens to the daily piano and anything that I play. I want to do 444 because that puts G at 396 and C at 528. G is your solfeggio frequency for your root chakra, which is basically like grounding into yourself and who you are here. And 5 or C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. C is your heart chakra, 528 hertz is the solfeggio frequency, and that's your heart chakra for love and feelings and all that kind of stuff. So, but these are real pianos. I'm in Minnesota. We don't have AC. We haven't fixed it because we can go without. So she's getting growly. Right now it's 86.2 degrees, but the humidity is at 39%. If it were more like at room temperature, that's when I can actually tune and fix them growlies. But you just have to wait for the tuning season. So anyways, I started ranting again about all the mumbo jumbo about music and what I believe in here. The puppies are with my wife in the other room, so you might hear them barking and all that kind of stuff, but I gotta sing my 4 songs for the fairies. It's just cover songs. I'm not gonna be I don't record my sing songs because I'm not there yet. I'm still working on my voice, and the fairies are helping me by pushing me. They're pushing me, and I skipped out on Wild Horses, so yes, we'll just go right into it. I avoid this one just because it's hard. Singing and playing piano is very hard, but I'm getting there. I've been saying that for decades now, and I still feel like I friggin' suck. Childhood wild horses. We'll ride them someday. I watched you suffer. Decided to show me the same. No sweeping exits or off-stage lines could make you feel bitter. Treat you unkind. And the wild horses couldn't drag me away. And the wild horses couldn't drag me away. I know I dreamed you a sin and a lie. I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken. Tears must be cried. So let's do some living after we die. And the wild horses couldn't drag me away. And the wild horses, we'll ride them someday. So that was the first song for the fairies. I avoided wild horses yesterday. And now they won. Oh, the Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? From the Barbie movie. Oh, yes. You guys, when I was hospitalized, because people don't know this, but I have, well, my friends who know this, who actually, when I show signs of my mental illness, that's what they call it, mental illness, but I unofficially undiagnosed myself, BPD, I'm borderline personality, bipolar, manic depressive, self-harming, and like, you know, I split and all that kind of stuff, and I test people and all this kind of stuff, and a lot of my friends, they know this about me, and I've been going through a really hard time, and I'm always there for all my friends. I'm always there for them, because I'm doling out advice that I want people to say to myself, but nobody ever checks in on me. They all just judge me and just be like, what the fuck, Matthew? And I'm just like, dude, remember mental illness here, and I'm dealing with my stuff, and I'm just, you know, expressing myself and setting my boundaries and, you know, reclaiming my power and setting things straight, and that bothers people. Let it bother them. That's what I say. Bad fairies to you. The fairies, you always got my back. You know what to do. Thank you, you guys. I know, motherfucker, right? Yeah, fuck him. I know, fucking toxic man pigs. Perfect song. I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now. What was I made for? What was I made for? Taking a drive, I was an ideal. Looked so alive, and turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. What was I made for? Cause yes, I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again, but don't tell my boyfriend. It's not what he's made for. What was I made for? Cause yes, I don't know how to feel. Someday I might. I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. And someday I might. Think I forgot how to be happy. There's something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I'll wait for. Something I made for. something I'm made for. So speaking of that Barbie song, you guys, I was like in the hospital and they had to give me the B-52 and I was on like 3-day like suicide watch and all that kind of stuff. I come from an abusive household. My dad beat me and my mom on the daily, and he left a lot of permanent damage on me, you know, so to say. It's taken me like a whole lifetime to kind of like heal and get over this, and I've gotten all the diagnosis and been on all the meds, and honestly it was soul resonance therapy that was that final catalyst after going through like you know, well, they call that EMDR when they make you look at the light thing and the back and forth, and they do all these different things. And then, you know, I changed my diet and I found witchcraft, and I found this is like, you know, a whole like lifelong and of healing. But there's actually somebody I found here on Patreon. Her name is Pendulum Perfection, and she does pendulum healing. And I actually had a pendulum healing session with somebody here in Minnesota. His name is Ryan, and he calls it soul resonance therapy, and he uses the pendulum, and he can find, you know, and help you at the spiritual level to work on things, and things get activated, and like, you know, there are different chords that are coming in. It's been a while since I've allowed certain chords to reattach themselves to me through friends and stuff, like, you know, quote unquote friends. So I'm doing again, you know, that whole like cleansing and cutting. So obsidian, black tourmaline is in order, and black kyanite. And the fairies are communicating to me, and they're telling me more things that I gotta do, because there are certain, it's hard to explain, but you know it when you feel it. And when you put yourself on the internet also, there are all kinds of people, like, you know, watching you, ex-friends, secret enemies, family members who you've cut off, you know, because the only person in my family that I talk to is my mom. Nobody else, for good reason. And then, you know, I had the esophageal bleeding that almost killed me, that led to the discovery of the cancer, the tumor that I'm 6 years. I stopped counting years. I'm cancer free. Yay, I'm cancer free. And then the accident that happened, and I healed with this piano. I'm at where I'm at, and right now I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, tomorrow's not promised. So I'm just, you know, saying the things and doing me, and it's triggering a lot of my friends, and they know me. They fucking know me, and that's the funny part. And does anybody actually like send me a text or just say, "Hey Matthew, what's going on?" Nope, nobody. But I'm always there for them. Funny how that works. Not anymore. I reclaim my power. I cut off everybody who was siphoning my energy, who was an energy vampire. And any of you who are watching, who are those secret enemies in disguise, who are energy vampires, who just use and abuse me and take advantage of my people-pleasing ways because of my traumas, no more. I am cutting you guys off, and anytime you see me or think about me, you get your shit right back at you, and all your shit that you throw at me actually gives me good fortune and abundance, and makes me even more myself doing what I do. So more it be, Grish. Listening to the ocean, I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatiently for me. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive. I belong. I can't take it anymore. I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you, and for a moment I thought you were here, but then again, it wasn't true. And all this time I've been lying a secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the forest placed on my shelf. La-dee-da. I was running far away. Will I run off the woods someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. Now take me home. Take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But now take me home. Take me home where I belong. I've got no other place to go. Now take me home. Take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Yep, I can't take it anymore. It's safe for me to say there's just nobody ever really listening to me whenever I start rambling and I'm this deep into the live stream. Most people's attention spans are only like 3 to 5 seconds. So I'm here on Patreon, but I'm also simulcasting live on YouTube public. So most of the, like, you know, that rah 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 is at the public space because you can just feel it as people are scrolling. Like with the headphones on, you can actually like hear it's it might be an autistic thing or it might be a clairaudient thing, but you can hear, like, I can hear the, you know, like the mouse moving and like think like there's like little like like nuances. And when you're live streaming, you actually like hear these little like these little like little fuzzy weird clicks, and that's how you know that somebody has like patched in and left, and you can feel that energy. So every time I feel it, I'm just like, okay, it's like shoot, because the people who actually do love me, they tune in, they show their support, they show their love, and that's who this is for. The fairies that are in my court here live in person, in my actual hemisphere, my spirit team, and all that stuff. This is who I play for. And then for myself and my wifey and the doggies and you guys, my supporters and my loving fans. And a lot of people say that I'm ready to record and it's okay because they can like make things sound good in the studio, and I know what they're talking about. I refuse to use the auto tune. I know that I get pitchy and there are certain ranges where I have to work on where my throat bends. You know, I do those exercises, those and you practice like get into that space. But sometimes when you're singing and playing piano, your body and it's like I'm finding how I have to be able to hit these notes and be able to maintain myself. So I kind of look weird when I play, but a lot of it is because I'm trying to work on my pitch, because I want to be able to be at that proper level, so that way, you know, I can record myself live singing, and those can be the actual like audios that I can master and like release for everybody. But for now, it's just live and just yada yada fucking around. I'll become a better singer in due time. It just takes a lot of practice, and I keep trying to find songs that really push my vocal range, and you know, have to use different techniques and work on my voice, you know. And that's why I love What's Your Talent. It's the group that I belong to, and so much inspiration. People are singing songs that I normally wouldn't be attuned to, because I live in my own little world, and my YouTube music suggests all kinds of stuff that most people haven't heard, because I have a different taste and I'm on a different vibe than everybody else. So it's good to go to, like, you know, the normal spaces and hear what the kids these days are singing. And a lot of people poo-poo some of the new music. I just poo-poo the AI slop, but there's a lot of like new artists that what's going on is the producers are overproducing these artists. And when you actually go to like an open mic, like on What's Your Talent, that's a talent show, and you go to these places, you're going to see people who are like me. They're real human beings playing on their instruments, or they're just singing a karaoke track, but they are singing for reals, live in the moment, without auto-tune, without, you know, all the bells and whistles, and they're fucking gorgeous. I would rather listen to those versions than those studio edit versions. So whenever I like look up, like, I'm going to listen to, like, you know, Billie Eilish and all these other places, Bruno Mars, like I cover a lot of people, but I always reference the cover artists. So I'll listen to the original to get a vibe for what they want, you know, I listen to the original, but then I'll type in the song, and then I'll add the words acoustic cover, and sometimes I get specific and start looking for, like, you know, violin, piano, harp, mandolin, banjo, guitar, and see how other people are tackling it. And then you realize these songs are really beautiful when they're performed on real instruments with real humans putting their soul and everything into it. And so it's like, I want to add to the pool. I don't want to just copy anybody else. So I always try and find my own way of doing things. I'm a self-taught musician, and I want to add to that pool. That's my whole purpose, you guys. So all these songs that you're hearing me singing, I know that's not how it goes. I know that's not how the Aurora song goes. I know that's not how the Billie Eilish song goes. I do it that way on purpose. And I know that some of the words, that's not how it goes. I do that on purpose. I'll sing Glocks instead of clocks. I'll say, I do belong here instead of I don't belong here. Like, I like to have fun with my music, and that's just the way I am. And I just try to make things my own. And I'm trying to encourage other people to do the same thing. That's the fairy way. You know, you're just you, and just sprinkle your fairy magic on everybody. I believe that performers, musicians, and dancers and actors, actors like performers are fairy energy. So tap into that fairy energy and fairy it up. Oh, that's right. Normally this one's in 3, right? Once in a while, let me go wild over the one I couldn't find living. You look kinda tired, things been defined. We're tied up tight through space and time, and breathe in. Will you disappoint me when I meet you here? Friend, will you feed me to your void that someone else cut out deep? But you make wants it, then they took from your soul, blessed pure. Am I losing my touch with the ground? Did I just levitate or get drowned? Don't you dare fool me. 'Cause you make me feel closer to the moon than I've ever been. It's cold and clear. If only you were here, stranger from afar, from beyond the stars. I'm floating higher, higher. It's foolishness of youth, illusions in blues, trapped, clouded by the fire. Rest here on my lap, I'll gently tap here on your head. It's alright, it's okay, but you're still unreal, that's a curse. I need every pixel of yours, 'cause you were designed just for me, drawn for me, drawn for me, for me, for me. 'Cause you make me feel closer to the moon than I've ever been. It's cold and clear. If only you were here. Ooh, playing pianissimos. That's also part of my practice. I get really dramatic because I'm trying to practice, also like my dynamic range, from, because you can go like really fast and quiet, and then you can also hammer on it, and you have to really practice that. All right, we're gonna sing because I've been manifesting and kind of like cutting chords and sending back people their energy that they send to me and transmuting that into goodness for me and healing. And I am feeling so much better and so much lighter, and I can feel it working, and the fairies are whispering in my ears like, we got it. And I was like, yes. Okay, so now we're free. Never seen a bluer sky, as I can feel it reaching out and moving closer. There's something about blue. I ask myself what it's all for. The funny thing about it, I couldn't answer. No, I couldn't answer. kept flashing off and I wanna be to move amongst the stars. You know they really aren't so far. I feel so free. I wanna know. Don't wake me from this dream. It's really everything it seems. I am so there's no black and white in the blue. Everything is clearer now. Life is just a dream, you know. It's never ending. Yes, I'm ascending. The results of putting in the hard work. I remember when I couldn't do that and I couldn't hold a long note for the life of me, let alone like, on pitch and stuff like that, but I kept practicing and I do my exercises and I do my breathing exercises and I sing every single day and I get better and better and better and better. And I'm just trying to tell all of you human beings out there who are practicing to become a better musician, it does pay off. You have to keep doing it. And I'm never complacent because like I still think I suck and I need more practice. I really do. I knew there was some areas there where I started to lose my breath because I didn't do a proper, all the way in. I ran out and then I was wasting some of my breath on a few of those. I knew it when I did. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna win. Oh, but that's why you practice and you keep going back to the playbacks and working on it and working on it. You're doing yourself a disservice if you just say, oh, I'll just let them auto-tune me and fix it, because you're not allowing yourself to become a better singer. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're like letting them use AI to finish things for you and make your voice sound better. You're doing yourself a disservice as a musician. Do the work. That's all. Do the work. Have a good night, guys. Fairy time is over. I will do some flow later. It's lunchtime. I'll be back live. Who knows? It's Sunday, fun day. And I still need to do some flows for daily piano. And I'll probably sing some more songs. I don't know. But I also have some more studio work to do. So we'll call this a session. It was good. Wonderful. Adios.